say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the man. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll put it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooners offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks it in the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Good job on this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's out past the 35. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Dropping back, it's Saunders. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sooners are on the move. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got him in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Power football with the run. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away on fourth down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Off the play fake on first down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught behind the line. It's hard. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. And off is a shotgun. And he never had had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this off, man, you got to do a better job blocking. I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-running play.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Saunders. Quickly to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try and field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit. He was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, and it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And if my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The change now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around to see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put... And works it to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That's caught. It's Ferguson. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 20-line. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Stop at the 3, and it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goal
see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
Staying on track and getting it on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get a block on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw at Saunders. Right on the money. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks when he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down. They'll have a 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half down. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead. The defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time to get that stop, to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw at Saunders. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're rolling the crowd, trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, partner.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him. Just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. The tester. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Okay.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. From the gun. Got a man. It's Ferguson. And he'll be brought down.
Defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They're going to run it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky has it back. The Big Blue offense takes the field. They're down by
dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Wildcats. Voting for that huge run. Back to work. Off-play action on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Saunders. Sure hands, it's Hart. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. And the pass rush is a... And they tackle him at the 19.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
QB draw. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The short hands, it's Willis. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse.
got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Saunders. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He takes it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few 1st downs and make something positive happen.
Back to throw, it's Saunders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the right. Fights off a defender. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Willis. Touchdown, Sooner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day.
And he pumps it up inside the 20.
but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what you've seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it. Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man, it's Saunders. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
You gotta like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
From the gun, running back on the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And as he throws, it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have found out everybody right now on the same page.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh 7 downs. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Balls in the deep ball. And he'll look at the defense and he'll take it all away. Touchdown Sooners. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Saunders. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Oh, what a cut. And he's wrapped up after a... Return on the pick.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really give...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Saunders. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one deep. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Hill starts to return inside his spot. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
Hold on. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 overtime. Shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick.